Welcome to Animal Art Corner, and today it's Friday Crafts Day, and something that relaxes you every single time is art. And of course, in the world of therapy, they have art therapy as well. Now, I'm not a therapist, but however, if you want to know about art therapy, go down to the links down below, and I highly recommend NAMI. They have the best resource there is. And of course, if you want to join Clubhouse International, and it's a worldwide nonprofit, also go down to the link below. So here we go. All right, now we're gonna actually finish this up so we can actually get to the Christmas. Oh, excuse me. Christmas crafts. All right. Oh, okay, and then we're gonna work on this one as well. Okay, because I'm not entirely finished with it, so we're gonna also work on this. All right, now we're gonna peel off these old paints. It's not like a washable thing. You have to peel it off. And painting glass is so much more fun than painting on a regular canvas. It has a beauty and texture towards it. And oh, darn it. Hold on. Okay. And texture towards it. So
we need to be needed, but the end result is the same for all of us. We all risk.
All right, and texture towards it. So now we got one last one to peel off, and then we're gonna start putting our colors in. Or not? We got red.
Well, gee, Doc, I don't know if I can do that.
Yellow. Ooh, darn it. All right. Had to shut off a couple of things so we won't be disturbed. All right. Now, then I put in the yellow. And I think I'll put in both yellow and red to make an orangey color blended in with the black. Okay. And the red. Alrighty. And now we're going to mix the two together. All right. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit more yellow in. And guess what? This Thursday coming up will be Thanksgiving Day. All right. And in the morning of Thursday, I will be giving a greeting. So keep an eye out for me. Now I'm going to give you a Thanksgiving greeting too. All right. Let's see here. Yes, this one. And then we're going to use the black just so the orange can turn brown. All right. Here we go. The brown color is going to come right through. All right. Now, as you know, today is Aaron's trial. Hopefully, the judge would let him out of that jail and come to him or her senses that Aaron is not in immediate danger. So he doesn't put anyone in danger. If anything, Scientology puts him in danger. Now, everybody, if you're going to go protest Scientology, please do not do it by yourself. Go in a group. Right. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more black in there. All righty. Now, all right. All right, and there's the brown color. It's like something like a lighter brown right there. You can see it. All right. And then we'll put, okay, we're going to use these three colors for now. So let's do it. All right. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're gonna do yellow. All right, paint it on. All right, guess what, you guys? Now we're gonna start to bake in the weekend, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we will be baking. So instead of my usual stories, we are going to bake for Thanksgiving. Are we going to come up with a side dish? I don't think so. We're just going to bake for Thursday when I go over to my brother's house. All right. Now, I went to another channel that had Tom Cruise on it. He was on The View. And Joy was bringing up the issue of Scientology. Now, Tom was good at taking Joy Behar apart, piece by piece. And guess what? He really did it to her. She was choked up and in shock. And guess what? Since she brought up the issue of Scientology, he made it like he was the victim. So guess what? He did a good job at tearing right into her. He did it with a cunning and calm voice. And he was really tearing into her. Now, I mean, he really did a good job at it too. And I think this time he succeeded. It wasn't like the issue with Leah Remedy where she won the round against Tom Cruise because she knew what she was talking about. So, and let me tell you, and I think the projects they put on hold, I think, are back on. So it just looks that way. So it's uncanny. And yeah. So Tom won that round with Joy Behar. And he did an excellent job at making it look like he is the victim. And then on another show, back on The View, now this time Jane Fonda was on The View. And she had a well-rehearsed questions that she was going to ask Tom about Scientology. He ripped into her the same way he ripped into Joy Behar. She was in complete shock. Tears were coming down her eyes. He really did a fine job of tearing into her. And he actually made her to be the victim, and she is, because she asks a legitimate question about Scientology, and then he brings up her past, which she already apologized for, and I'm going to take her word, and says, what about all the Vietnam vets who were dying in service. Well, I would say, Mr. Tom Cruise, what about all the Scientologists who are dying in the organization that you so-called a religion? People are dying in the organization you are in. But however, he did an excellent job tearing into her and made himself out to be the victim. Now, he is no victim. He's a beneficiary for slave labor. Now, he does still have power in Hollywood. So, he's going to stick around a little while longer. It looks that way. But he is getting older. So, hang in there, everybody. And will he get more roles in the future? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But however, he is something. Now, the reason why we didn't know about this in the 80s and the 90s, internet was not around, and neither was YouTube. So that's why we didn't know all the things we know now about Scientology. Now, all the secrets that people had and other organizations had comes out on the internet. They can't keep a secret much longer. It's coming out one by one. It's even doing that to churches because all the secrets are coming out on the internet. Now they're probably going to claim it's not happening, but it looks like it is. And I do believe there are hidden messages in the Bible. I've seen a couple of them. So the same way that we see, we see all the secrets. It's not really like in the earlier years when it was coming on television. Yes, it does, but internet does an excellent job at bringing out all the secrets. So guess what, everybody? If you have a secret, don't bring it onto the internet. It's not going to do you any good. So all right. Here we go. Okay. And what else is going on here? Yeah. Now, Joy and Jane lost that round. And of course, since then, Disney and ABC are scrambling to actually save the show. Could they pull it off? I think so. Because they got into worse than this, it looks like. I mean, the world's not coming to the end, so. All right. All right. And they're asking Tom to come on and promote his movie. That's what he wants. But is it going to happen? So far, he thought it was, but guess what? It might not. Or he might be getting his way and talk about only about his movies. But so far, secrets are coming out one by one. But however, they wanted to invite him over to the View, but he won't go. Because I think they're going to know that they're going to bring up Scientology. So that'll do it for that. He doesn't want to go on. And he called it the political propaganda hate. And he's the one that should talk since he's in a hate group himself. Yeah. That's what you're in, Tom. You're in a hate group. And are you misunderstood? No. You're not misunderstood because you're in a human trafficking, money laundering cult. Now, I think they are working on going on to the Jimmy Fallon show. Is it going to work? Well, we'll see. So, yeah. Lee is the only one that knows how to tear into Tom. No one else does, since she knows what's going on. She's been a Scientologist. Now she's not anymore. Yeah, and they also wanted to indoctrinate her daughter, which she didn't actually let happen. And she did the right thing when it came to being a mom. So I praise her on that. Okay. Now, let's see here. All right. Okay. Now let's see here. Now we're going to do the brown. All right. What else is going on? Now, there are a couple of people claiming that Aaron is not a martyr. Yes, he is. He is trying to save people's lives, who's a good man who sticks his neck out for other people. And he thinks he's aggressive. No, what he's trying to do is protest. Now, what happened is Aaron got his foot bashed and it was all bruised up. The Scientology just slammed the door on it. And it's all on video, so she can't say otherwise. And the other lady, she's the same way. So when you're on their site and they say awful things about Aaron, give them a thumbs down. Oh boy. Let me see here. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, well. Okay. All right, there we go. Now, Okay. All right, now. Okay, what else is going on now? Let me think here. All right, now I'm going to paint in the brown a little bit more so it can go a little bit more darker and have a little bit more lines. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, let me think here. Okay. Now, I'm doing a task and I'm going to send a letter to, not going to say. So, and okay. And let me think. Okay. So far, should I get in touch with the superintendents of schools? I don't know. Now, okay, what else is going on? Think. Oh, now, yesterday, Natalie was filling in for Aaron while he's in jail, thanks to Scientology, who gave him a real good frame up. That's right, that's what they did. And they're thinking they're the innocent victims, when in fact they're not. So, and guess what? I did take the pictures of the items I'm going to sell on my merch store. And then go on YouTube and put it there. All right, so I'm going to have to go onto the site and post it up. And you will see it, I promise. Okay. All righty. All right, there we go. All All right. Okay. And okay. And of course, William thinks also that Aaron's getting a bad rap in all of this. And yeah, it's sometimes the justice system is not fair to everybody. Now they're letting David Miscavige run loose while an innocent man is behind bars. Is that right? No, it isn't. He's the one that should be behind bars, not the other way around. A man who keeps slave labor should be in prison. A man who is into money laundering should be in prison. And the man who practices abusive practices should be in prison. And that is David Miscavige. So I don't know what the Clearwater police is thinking, but yeah, everywhere else, especially Boston, Massachusetts, they are not getting away with anything. And in Ohio. Yeah. Everywhere else. Yeah. Scientology thinks they're above the law. But let me tell you, Scientology, you follow the same laws that everybody else has to abide by. You are not above the law. So, I think they might have ripped into my internet again. Now, I decided to actually give a full feedback to YouTube to give them an accurate number. I took pictures this morning, sent it in, and I took another one for precautionary reasons. So that should do it. And yeah, I feel like I'm doing such a swell job at it because I decided to just do that every day because I have a missing work. I had 33 views on one clip that Aaron Smith Levin had with Sam and Melissa. That is missing, and it had 33 views. I am not kidding. So it is. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. So, all right. And what else is happening? I don't know if I'm going to have a brunch day on Sunday because I might be going to church. Now, I do go on occasions. So I might. I don't know. So I have to call in, check in with my sister-in-law. So I'll let you know ahead of time. All right, so I'm definitely going to have a busy day on Sunday. And Saturday, yeah, I think I'll be a little bit busy. Oh, excuse me. Now, what am I going to bake? All right, I'm going to bake the cookies that my mother made for me and my brother when we were kids. It's an Armenian shortbread called oh my gosh. Starts with a K. I just can't say it. All right. You know what? I should just ask. So, yeah, you will know ahead of time. Okay. And alrighty. And I am working on making t-shirts. And it's going to be really good. I promise. Alrighty. All right. Now, okay. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty. Now, once I complete the task I said I would complete, I'm definitely going to let you know. So, all right. All right, there we go. All righty. Okay. Now I have you guys on live chat today, so feel free to come on. All right. All right, now let's see. I hope you guys buy Laura FM's video. I mean, album or download, whatever it is they call it today. And let's see. Okay. All righty. There we go. What else is there? Now, okay. All right, there we go. Okay, is there another one that I should do? Okay, I think that might be it. Okay. Now I'm going to make an orange cut. Oh, no, I'm going to use the red. Now, I think the lines in it would work to resemble a leaf. Now, and then after, I'm going to put my name on it. As soon as it dries up, and I think it might look like it is done. So, alrighty. Alrighty, let's see here. Alright, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Now, all right, tomorrow, I think I might go out tomorrow. All right. All right. Here we go. Alrighty. Now, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about the dead silence. I'm trying to think what else I can talk about. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, you know that people with mental illness carry around a stigma around on them due to the fact that people don't want to accept any of it. That would be the same thing as Scientology does. They don't want to accept that there is such thing as mental illness or a defect. They don't want to believe it, but it's there. And Tom Cruise keeps denying the fact that he has dyslexia. He is not cured. Not as long as he's in Scientology. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist, and neither is Tom. And no one in Scientology has a medical license other than Metcalf, David Metcalf. He has it, but he's not a very good doctor. He actually participated in Lisa McPherson's death. So, yeah. On that day, when Lisa was unconscious, they drove her to the hospital. They passed 4 hospitals to get to the one that had Dr. David Mankoff, who is a Scientologist. The first hospital was about a minute away. They could have stopped at that one, but no, they made a terrible choice and decided to pass 4 hospitals before getting to him. Now that is just a horrible thing that they did. And irresponsible. Now, since then, Mark and Claire Hadley, Mike Rinder, Leah Remedy, Alex Barnes, John Atack, Colby, Stacy, I think her last name, Scovey, Amy Scovey, excuse me, left that evil organization and found God. How do they worship God? They go to church. It looks like it, but do they really go? I don't know. Do I go to church? I do on occasion. I go on holidays. I'm planning on so far going to church on before Thanksgiving. And okay. Okay. Now, okay. What else is going on? All right. Let me go turn on my light. All righty. There we go. All right. Hopefully the sun's out tomorrow and I go out, get the ingredients that I'm trying to get. And of course, I'm trying to get into my merch source so I can set everything up. Yeah, I'm going to sell off all my bases. All right. Let's see here. Go down below, right here. Okay, go. And okay. Now, I think it was this coming week, there was an old man giving out Scientology propaganda. And of course, William was also talking about her. Now, first, she had a concerned look in her eye at first, according to William. And he said lately she hasn't looked so good. And she turned into a complete robot. So, yes, it's an awful thing that happened, and it is what it is. So, Now, what is going on? Now, you all know AI is completely taken over. And are they going to take over our jobs in the future? It looks that way, but not while we're alive, not while we're walking on this planet. And so, yeah, we still have our jobs, but some of the jobs are lost due to AI. So, now some supermarkets do have AI, some don't. The place where I used to work, they wouldn't have AI. They want real human beings. There's no way that they want a machine taking over a human job. Okay. All righty. Okay. I'm going to do some up here. All right. Now, next time I think I'm going to get my paint online because they don't have all the paints that I need to do my glass painting. So I should do it. Okay. Now this week, I like I said earlier about Lisa McPherson, it's her, I think, the 30th anniversary of her death. According to Stacy. So it's just a tragic thing that happened in Scientology history, along with other deaths due to cancer and suicide. The top one would be cancer, and suicide would follow. And it's all due to because they don't believe in conventional medicine. So, you know what, everybody? I say stick to the conventional treatments, and if you want alternative, do it while you're in the hospital along with other medicines that they have. So don't listen to what Scientology says. They are not doctors. And if they do have doctors, they're lousy. Okay. All right. Now, what else is going on this week? Ready. All righty. Okay, the week is coming up and it's during Thanksgiving. Now, of course, earlier I told you in the place of my stories, we are going to bake during the week of Thanksgiving, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we're going to kick back and relax and have fun. And yeah, I've been trying to actually get people to come on my show, but nothing's happening so far. So, yeah. Now, what is going on? I don't know. It can be various things. It can be almost anything to the AI, to to yeah, it's usually the AI that's messing things up. If it's not AI, it's Scientology. Because guess what? I am missing one of my work that had about 33 views. So, and thank you everybody who is actually coming on to my channel. Even though Scientology have been making it hard. So, all right. Now, all righty. And I am still trying to get back to the public works meeting. Now, I'm having a hard time doing it, but I'm going to keep on trying. And my family is not going to help me, so I have to go at it alone. And am I actually feel awful about it? Yes, because I have to do this one alone, which is okay, because guess what? The only way you can succeed in life is by trying. So, okay. All right. There we go. So, what else is going to happen? And we all know Black Friday is going to get off the ground. And you know what? The holidays are supposed to be about family, but with businesses, it's all about the almighty buck. But with me, I call it struggling to get by. So I'm going to try my best to get everything up off the ground for me. And I am not going to make this about the almighty buck. I'm going to make this about people and survival. Okay. Now, Now, I can tell you the hate propaganda that they have, I can give them credit for it because they are real subtle when it comes to their hate. I mean, it does look subtle, but it's still a hate video. And they keep laying into Aaron, and it is horrible. Now, the people that went on it this week, not Natalie, not Stacy, not Marilyn, but these two other women, I don't know who they are or who they think they are, but they were just horrible towards Aaron. But I can give them some credit. They said Jenna is the most sweetest person in the world, and looks like she is. So yesterday I started a letter writing to Natalie, and I'm going to tell her that I caught the interview that she had with William. And she says there's money that can be made on the web, and it'll be a passive income. And I was ready to tell her that I've been trying to actually get right out there. So now, what else is going on? Oh, okay. All right. I think I might have completed it. Let me see here. Okay. I'm going to do it one more time, and I think I might have completed it. Let's see here. All right. All right. Am I going to go out tomorrow? I probably am, because it didn't look so good outside today. So I decided to actually wait till tomorrow, and I'll go out. Now I'm going to pick up some more vases. Where? I'm not saying. And see. Okay. And okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. I think this might be my finished product because I don't see any blank spots. All right, here we go. I'm going to show you now. If I can pick it up somewhere. Yeah, here we go. All right, and as soon as it dries off, I'm going to put my name on it and put it on my merch store. Okay, now I'm going to put this right where my phone is. And I am going to work on this. That's right. It's another vase that I'm going to work on. Now, that's what we are going to work on, the green leaves. And there are leaves on here. All righty, here we go. All righty. Okay, it's been 1 hour now, everybody. Now, am I going to show you the shepherd's pie that I made over the weekend? Possibly, but it's halfway to being gone, I think. And I finished out the potatoes. I have no more potatoes. And okay. Now let's see. I have another idea. And I'm going to let Aaron know, why not have a party, a holiday party for all the kids, for every family that got out of Scientology and their kids and rest of their family members. Okay. Here's another one right here. Yeah, right here. Alrighty, there we go. There we are. I'm gonna also do one right here. Oh, you know what? I need my glasses. It's starting to get really dark. Okay. Alrighty. All right. There we go. Oh, here we are. Here's one. Here's another one. Now, am I going to see my niece this holiday? I'm not sure because I didn't see her last year, so possibly not. And let's see here. Alrighty. All right. Okay. All right, and here's another one. Let's see here. All right, there's one. And okay, go. Oh, here's another one up here. All right. What other stories could I tell? Oh, this is just really a pickle. Uh, Here's one right here. Mm, let's see. Okay. Mhm. Now, let's see. Geez, I'm sorry about the dead silence, but I'm trying to think of another conversation that I can have with you. So far, I can't come up with another one. So, am I actually trying to get on a social media? Yes, I am. And when they get on the social media, be careful because guess what? Scientology would be there to delete it big time. So be careful while going on there. And yeah, I did go on social media and I am doing the basic activist things. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. All right, I am gonna also do this at the same time. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Now, Rosie O'Donnell, she really has this huge crush on Tom Cruise. Is she capable of thinking he's an innocent victim? You know what? That can be a possibility. I'm not in her head, so I can't tell. So, and I don't want to go into other people's heads because that'll be violating their rights. It'll be a violation towards them. So, not going to do that. And see here. Yeah, I probably think she might defend him. She's got this huge crush on him. So, even though, yes, she is gay, but it's a crush. A crush and love are two different things. So, that is the truth. Alrighty. Now, I was one of the people who didn't know that Scientology was into inhumane practices, and yeah, I was one of them. But I actually found out that they were doing quite the opposite when I was doing research. And guess what? They are into it. And then I'm figuring, oh my God, how can I have been so blind? These people are just horrible. They're into all these abusive practices. It's just awful. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I wouldn't consider them a religion. Anybody who beats, tortures, and just starves a person and launder money away from them should not be considered a religion anymore. I am sorry. So, yeah. And then treats them like they're a piece of property. Now, come on. It is just horrible when people do things like that. And they're doing that to kids, and they're the most vulnerable, them and the elderly. And should they be compensated? Should they be paid back the amount that they owe them? Yes. So, and all right. And I'm thinking, you know what? I think as long as you don't hurt other people, I say practice whatever religion you want and believe whatever it is you want, as long as you don't hurt another person. But Scientology does it every time. And this week, our heroine, Audit LA, just really went in there again and told them to not even bother giving them permits when they can't follow the guidelines. Now, yeah, they keep saying that the street is totally private when it's not. But anyways, they've been painting in parking red. They've been put in red zones. And when you do that and don't work for the city, it would be illegal. So you cannot do that. You can be prosecuted. Or, yeah, I think the most you can get is a fine. Now, they can afford the fine. They just don't want to go to prison. And they've been working overtime in the process of not having to go. Now, I say, if you can't follow the law, you should go to prison. That's what prison is for. Yeah. If you break the law, you should suffer the consequences. And so far, Scientology has been getting away with breaking the law. Should they get away with breaking the law? No. They should follow the same laws as everybody else. All right. Now, next week, I'm going to give you a story, a real good story. All right. And while I'm at it, I'm going to see if I can find any more animal rights stories. So far, I found a couple. And I'm going to see if I could actually join a protest given by, I'm going to actually see if PETA is considering protesting against Scientology. Now, nothing can get by this. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty. Okay. And you all know Scientology is definitely going broke. And they're running low on funds. But guess what? David Miscavige doesn't want to take away the material that they're using for all of Tom's cars. David Miscavige just wants him to keep it. But you know what? It's not so good when you use other people's money like that. And when you have tax exempt dollars, you have to use it on things that matter to the organization. Okay. All right. Oh, that's yellow. All right, here we go. There. Now, what else is going on in the world of Scientology? Yeah. And Laura was definitely at the meeting. And she gave such a great speech about child labor. Since she was one of the kids that were trafficked as a child and was put to work. Now, here you don't expect it, but you expect it in all the other third world countries, just not here in the United States, which is ridiculous. Now, that's the reason why Abraham wrote the Emancipation Proclamation. Okay. Okay. And All right. Alrighty. And what else is up? All right. Okay. Okay. And all righty. Now, last night I actually forgot to put today's schedule in, and it slipped my mind. But guess what? It's not going to happen tomorrow because guess what? I already put out tomorrow's schedule. All right. All righty. Okay. Here's another one. Now, all righty, there we go. All right, that should do with the green. All righty. And now we're going to go for the yellow. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it a little bit more darker. So. All right, here we go. Now, let's see what else is there. All right. Alrighty. Now, when it comes to going to the schools, Scientology would go from being a religion to applied philosophy. And then the next minute, they call themselves a religion again. Now, what is wrong with this picture? Either you're a religion or you're not. In my opinion, you're not a religion. You are a real estate multimedia scam That's what you are, Scientology. That traffics children and the elderly. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Now, alrighty, there we go. Alrighty. All right. Now, okay. It's just every time they want their own way, they change everything around, especially when it comes to going to school. Now, Jewish people, Christian people, Buddhist, Hindus are not allowed to go into school. Why should Scientology? And every time they want to go into the schools, oh, we're applied philosophy, not a religion. Well, guess what? Either you're a religion or you're not. So, yeah, they keep changing their stories. So, guess what? You're not a religion, period. You keep changing it around. You go from being a religion to being applied philosophy if you want to go into schools. Now, you can't have it both ways. Now, if you want to be a group, that's fine, but you cannot be a made-up religion. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to have your own beliefs, that's fine. You can believe that the sky is falling. But you cannot go around changing everything around because it's not suiting you. Or if you want to do something. All righty. Now, is the view good? You know what? To a man's perspective, I don't think so. I mean, to the men, no. Men don't know a thing about women. Well, sort of. I think the gays are more sensitive towards women's needs than men. So, but yeah, women can't have them because they're gay. But they understand women better than heterosexual men. So, yeah. Okay. Now, hopefully, since everything will be settled, everything will be okay. And you know what? I haven't protested Scientology yet. And I'm not going to get out there until I'm in a huge group. Now, when I protest faux grass, which is ducks and geese being force-fed through a tube and pulled the liver out and fried it or whatever it is they did it with it and eat it, it's abuse and it's their lives. Now imagine a pipe going down your throat. That is just inhumane. So that's what I was protesting. Guess what? Not the restaurant owner or the guy that was sitting having a dog and pony show followed us home. No one did from that restaurant. But guess what? Scientology does. Which is, yeah, awful. But I'm just grateful that they didn't. So, yeah, sometimes when a protester protests, usually nobody follows them home. But some people do. Possibly, I have to ask Peter. So it's another story. When you're protesting Scientology, they usually end up following you home. So now, alrighty, let's see. Alrighty. All right. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. And what else is going down? All right, here we go. Now I think I'm going to go out tomorrow and then be back by 4 or no, back by 3 and then do the show with you guys. So, alrighty. Oh boy. Okay. Well, what can you do? All right. Okay, let's see here. Alrighty. Let's see. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, here we go. Here. Now, I think this vase worked out pretty good. And let's see. I guess I can paint that. Yeah, I'll paint that yellow. Yeah, it's close to being done. Now, let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Okay, now I'm going to put in the blue again. I just wanted to have like a thick texture to it. Alrighty. And the blue is working out pretty good. I like the blue and the way it looks. So it's coming out really great. We're going to keep on doing this. All right, there we go. Now, I am, let's see, I'm going to see what else I can do here. Now, the org in one town that I'm in has 11 Scientologists, and the other org that I'm in, the other org in another town that my state's in only has 2 in the whole entire org. Now, that's the last time I'm checking. So I'm going to check the status one more time in the Census Bureau on how many Scientologists are in Columbus, Ohio. Now, Natalie and Aaron, I think last year says it was close to 25. They weren't close. It was actually 26,000 members. They were very close. So the census had them at 26,000. So they were close. But then Aaron helped them out. So I was thinking maybe less than that, but he says that it's 26,000. And maybe I'll go with his word. Because guess what? He is a wonderful person. Now, and I'm sorry that things didn't work out with him and his wife. And divorce is hard. It's hard on the family and it's hard on the kids. I know that firsthand because it was one big mess when my parents were were separating, and it turned into a mess because me and my brother got into the middle of it. It was just horrible. But you know what? We decided we're going to do okay. But at the same time, it just ruined us too. More my brother than me. Well, actually, it was something. It was so. Alrighty. That blue worked out very well. It's amazing how this blue turned out. Alrighty. All right. Now, All right. What else is going on? Okay. Okay. All right. Now, what else is going to go on? Oh, this is just perfect. The blue just came right out. All right. Alrighty. Now, okay, sorry about the dead silence, everybody. Let's see, what else is there? Now, I decided, you know what, I haven't really heard from Cubs champion. Maybe I'll get in touch with Declare Dave and see what's going on. Yeah, okay. Now, at the building that Scientology is in, I know I've said it other days before. I know for sure that building is a smaller version. It's a building and it has smaller rooms. Now, how do they get along with everybody there in the business? I don't know. That's what I want to find out. So I keep wanting to get in touch with these guys, but nothing. Yeah. And so far as I know, they're not in a very big space. It's a small area. So that I know for sure because I passed that street. I walked down that street many, many times. So I know what's on it. So does my brother, so does everybody else in my family. So, would I feel safe walking down that street if Scientology's there? No. Because they're just dangerous people. And I think the cops might know about them because one day when that Scientology called the cops, the police officer that was called told the Scientologist that he had better things to do, and he didn't like the fact that he called them out for chalk. And he didn't think it was emergency. But you know what? Scientology does whatever Scientology wants. So, okay. And let's see. Now, I hope you caught my video on the story I did about Gwen Chamberlain Law. And she's another good one to do. And she, oh my gosh, she's a nightmare. She looked like one too. And when she passed away on Oh boy, I forgot the date. But anyways, once she passed on, her daughter picked up where she left off, and guess what? She looks more worse than her mother. She looked like a piece of porcelain. And it looked like she was trying to live up to her mother's standard. And she reminded me of a doll I saw when I actually walked into a gift store. It was all white, and she looks like a piece of porcelain. She looked horrible. So, and it looks, yeah, and she's a cult herself. So, alrighty. All right. All right. Now we're going to go on to the red. All right, there we go. Now, and then we're going to go on to this, and we're going to use white on this. And the blue looks so awesome. I'll tell you this. I keep painting it. I just wanted a thicker color on the red, and yeah, it's just amazing how it turns out. Okay. Now, it's not a non-toxic one for some odd reason, but okay. All right. Alrighty. And trying to figure out something else. Think. Okay. Alrighty. All right, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. There. Okay, let's see what else. Right here. Yeah. Put one here. And let's see what else. Oh, geez, I can't think of anything else. All right. All right. I did finish out the other one. And I'm going to take pictures of it tomorrow. And I'm going to see what else I can do. All right. Oh. Alrighty. There we go. All right. Oh, geez. I'm trying to come up with another conversation piece, but I can't come up with one now. And is my channel doing well? Yeah, it is. It's at 156 views. Yes, it did. It went down, and I regret to tell you that I don't think I'm going to be using Boost anymore. That was a mistake, because if you use one of those AIs, it'll ruin the numbers of views that you have right now. So I'd say do not use it. I tried it out. It didn't work. So don't use it. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Okay. All right. And there we go. Now we're going to use the green. And then I think that would be it for this one. I probably say I'm done with it, because it's as dark as I want it to be. Alrighty. Okay. Now. Alrighty. Now, oh geez, I am definitely trying to come up with something to say. Now, I did try to contact Club Brain Frog, and I did paste, but nothing. I mean, it's not taking it for some reason, and I copied and pasted it. So it should have went through, but yeah, and this is something else. When it comes to AI, they are expecting us to follow the rules in not using AI, but then they're using it. And no, that is not fair for them not to follow their own rules. I mean, it is just ridiculous. So, it's unbelievable. But you know what? Is it going well? I think it is. So, there. Alrighty. And, geez. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we saw Confident Chris and Chris Without a Hellcat. As we recall, last year, Chris Without a Hellcat found Julian Schwartz. That's right. The authorities, the law enforcement was looking for him for months, but then Chris finds him all on one day or whatever night. It was unbelievable. Now, okay. Alrighty. All right. Okay. All right. Now, okay. Now, all right. Let's see here. Alrighty. Now. Oh, I'm sorry about the dead silence, everybody, but I can't come up with another conversation, but let me think here. Now, party season is on the 27th and it is coming up. So join me from Saturday all through Wednesday for baking. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to try and come up with another side dish, but it looks like I can't come up with one. So we are going to bake. I'm going to see if I can come up with a side dish anyways, but I came up with another one. It's sauteed mushrooms. And that's another side dish that I want to bring up. And guess what? I got another Middle Eastern rice to make for you. That's right, everybody. It's actually in a cake form rice. I know what I did wrong with it. I was supposed to wash it and then put it back in. There. All right. There. All right. Is Aaron doing well? As far as we heard, or I heard, it sounds like he is doing fine. He's not letting anything get him down. He sounds like he's doing great, considering his circumstances. Now, that police officer reneged on what he was what he told Aaron what he was going to do. He went back on his word, which is not a great thing to do. All right, now I'm going to do the white on this. There. All right, here we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, wow, it's been 2 hours. I'm going to cut out in, looks like 5 minutes. And then I will be back tomorrow. And I am going to buy some more stuff. Here. All right. All right. Alrighty, let's see here. All right. So now we're going to put some more in here. And it works out just fine. So, boy, I am just starving. So I think I'll probably make another rice, and I'm going to use turmeric. But the herb that I want to get is so expensive. It's the saffron. So that, yeah, it's so expensive. I can't even get it. And a lot of the stuff that I get at Whole Foods is so expensive. I'm not going to able to leave the store with no more than 2 items. That's as most as a person that has low income could walk out with. Now, let's see. Now, I will go there tomorrow and see if I can find the pine nuts for this one recipe I want to do. If not, then that's just the way it goes. It is just, all right. Now, think I might be done with this by spring, I hope. Because this looks like a spring base. All right. There we go. All righty, there we are. All right, it looks like I'm going to wrap it up, everybody. Now, this is what it looks like. All right. And I'm going to let this one dry, and then I'm going to put it in my merch store. So, well, everybody, that should do it today. But my crafts corner and animal audit corner. So, you know the drill. If you want to contribute to my channel, you can. And I'm going to go to buy me a coffee. But if for some reason you can't go to buy me a coffee, you can always donate into my PayPal account. But you know what? If you don't need to do it, don't. If you're low income, don't. Just watch my channel and it'll be fine. So hit the like, press subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.